Okay, so we're going to do something completely unscripted. I'm just using a webcam off my thing. I thought I'd give a little window into not just how I use AI, but also some new tool, Claude Cowork. I haven't tried it, so it might just be I don't know. Let's just make the video and then figure things out. By the way, I am making videos. I'm just not posting any. Go with a different tactic for 2026. So stay tuned. But on this particular one, I am going to post this very quickly to LinkedIn, and we'll go from there. Now, the number one thing that I think people potentially don't realize is some of the best ways to use AI do not involve these fingers. Does not involve you typing the prompt into the tool. A lot of the really pro users of AI have actually stopped typing prompts and have started talking prompts. So here's an example. I use a tool called Handy. This is a Mac tool. It's free. You can go and download it. Other speech to text tools are available. The way this works is if you want to talk, it uses a model called Parakeet V3. I've actually been using Parakeet V3 to transcribe all my videos for the last 4 months. So if you've seen any sort of video on my channel, the transcript for that, the subtitles are generated using Parakeet V3. It's really powerful, it's really fast, and it's really accurate. You're about to see how that works here. You can download other models that you've maybe heard. Whisper is a very common one, but Parakeet V3 is sensationally fast. So fast that it's actually good enough to transcribe what I'm saying in real time and put it in. Let me show you. So I have Handy set up to this shortcut, Option Z. So when I hit those two things, what you'll see is down here where my cursor is at the bottom in red, you'll see a little thing pop up telling you that it's transcribing. So let's go ahead and try and do that. So here we are. You can see that it's transcribing, and when it's done, it transcribes and then it pastes that somewhere. Now, because I didn't have my cursor in this chat field, it wasn't actually transcribing anything. So now I'm in Claude Cowork. What I've done is I've pointed it to the Tableau Superstore folder, specifically the GB version. So for 2025.3, there's a folder in there. This is in my Tableau repository if you want to sort of try this yourself. I've just gone in there and I've just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to point it to this folder. It doesn't have to know what's a TDS file, but we can also see if it can understand the XLS files that are in there. And if it can't, we'll ask it what it should do. So no pre-scripting done. I've just installed Claude Cowork. That is all good. Okay, the final thing I need to explain is Claude Cowork is only available on the max plan of Claude. The max plan is not the $18 subscription. This is the $90 a month subscription. It's the subscription that's tiered towards a developer who uses this. And I use it because I get massive context windows. Just as an example, the settings here allow you to see usage. So you can see I barely run up against the limits. But when I was using the pro version, I would sometimes, on like 3 out of 5 days of the week, I'd hit the limit and I'd have to basically wait until the next day to finish something really complex. Maybe I'm making a video, maybe I'm working with a script, maybe I'm doing some formatting, maybe I'm doing Claude Code. I would hit the limit so fast. That does not happen here with the Claude Max. And so I bought Claude Max thinking maybe I'll regret it, and I bought it. And what I'll say is I have built tools that more than pay for the subscription of Claude Max very easily. Just to manage the channel, I've used it to move a whole bunch of content around my website on Webflow. I've used it to build APIs to hook together my YouTube and my Webflow account, and everything's good. So I feel like all this setup is important because it just explains the context behind what I'm about to do. Okay, so all of that is out of the way. Let's actually have a go at this. So let's go to new task. Here you can see I'm connected to that folder I mentioned. It's the same one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to tell me what's in this folder. So I'll go here and select Option Z, and I'll ask it, can you tell me what's in this folder? You see the the transcript actually got me saying Option B, Option Z, and I'll just delete everything that came before that. I pressed that way too quick. Grammarly, another AI tool, is also in there. So let's just go hit correct that, hit blah 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 blah. Let's go. Let's ask it what's in this folder. So it's loading skills, it's loading the agent, sending the request, looking at my folder. I'll check what's in the folder selected. I mean, I could have done this in seconds, but the point here is can it understand the context? And absolutely yes, it can. Okay, so 3 TDS files, 2 Excel files, world indicators .hyper. Hyper file is a very old format, but it's there. These appear to be Tableau sample dataset. The Superstore file contains fictional retail sales data commonly used for learning Tableau, and the world indicator file contains global statistics. Would you like me to explore any of these files in more detail? Let's try it. Yes, which of these files can you analyze? Okay, you can see it's automatically transcribed that. And this is a much faster experience. I'd still be typing if I was doing things, and I'm bad at typing. So I can analyze all of these files in different ways. XLS files, it can pass that. The data file, TDS files, these are XML-based metadata files that define how Tableau connects to data sources. I can read the structure and see definitions. HyperExtract, this is Tableau's proprietary columnar database format. Direct reading is challenging without Tableau-specific libraries. However, I also have access to the Tableau MCP tools. Very smart. They can query published data sources directly. If any of these are published files to your Tableau server, I could query them through that connection. Now that is chef's kiss, right? It's like a very nice bit of context threading, and yes, it's possible. I love that. It found a tool. I did ask it to do that, and it's just gone and connected it up. Would you like me to analyze the Excel files, check your Tableau server? Both, right? What interests you the most? And I could sit here and say all of it. And that's a potentially kind of silly thing to do, but in this particular case, we'll just focus on the Excel files. So let's just focus on one of the Excel files. You see here, I typed it. I don't know why. I should have just said it out more loud. But anyway, let's just hit enter. My fingers sort of took over because I got excited. That actually does happen when I start like going, oh, tell me more. So let's look at the Excel file. So asking for clarification, which of these Excel files would you like to analyze? So the clarification is nice. We can just go ahead and analyze the American one. Let's just look at this. So let's let it have a look. And data analysis is one of these things that people say that AI can't do. But I also sometimes think it really depends on the tool and how you're doing it, because I do genuinely think that in some cases, the tool you're using really matters. So here you can see it's running some stuff. It's actually failing. I don't know if you're seeing this. You can see here, it's tried to do a couple of things and it's failed, and it's tried to do something else. This one has worked, and it's gone and got the sheet. So it's got a very let's try and run and let's see what happens mode. So errors are normal. Errors are part of the course, but when it figures itself out and does what it needs to do, this is a really sort of great step. So here we go. Here's what's in the sample Superstore Excel file. Now the really scary thing is I'm not opening any analytics tool here. I'm just talking to this LLM, and it's, essentially telling me, hey, you've got 3 sheets: orders, people, and returns, main transaction data, regional managers, returned orders. Okay, so let's go back. Orders sheet conclude, columns include order info, blah, blah, blah. I get a bit of context. So what I can start to do is say, okay, tell me which are the worst selling subcategories, right? So what is the worst selling subcategory in the data? Break this down by year. I did it again. I completely forgot to just talk it through. So let's try this. What is the worst selling subcategory in the data set, and break this down by year? Okay. And now by year, it's kind of funny. So this is AI being AI. It kind of hallucinated what I said. It meant year, not year, but I'll take it. Autocorrect stepped in, which is fine. Let's hit that. So let's see what it does. I know this data set fairly well, but we can also go validate this in Tableau, right? And we can go and check this out. So it's working, it's running the command. And I think the critique most people would say is, hey, I think I can do this faster. And probably could, but hey, I don't have Tableau open. I'm using a $90 tool, $90 a month tool. By the way, Tableau subscription is actually a little bit more than that on a monthly basis to kind of get the full suite. So this is actually, pretty valuable. Can it do as much as Tableau? Obviously not. But the point here is I'm just getting on with this analysis. So we have year, sales, profit, quantity, and orders. Okay, so worst selling subcategory is fasteners With total sales of 8,132, the entire data set, fasteners is by far the lowest performing subcategory. The next lowest is labels, has nearly 50% more at 12,695. Is this correct? Big question. Let's go find out. So I'll open up Tableau 2025.3. This is the 25.3 version. That's the folder we're in. So I've just spun it up in the background. Of course, what will happen is it will crash. It actually has crashed behind the scenes. It's like, oh, you've changed your license because you've not opened me in a couple of days. So let's this bug is just persistent on the Mac, and then I'm gonna have to go in and license it. So let's go license Tableau Cloud. And in this time, okay, this is already taking longer than Claude, but we're gonna get the answer. And I'm just gonna upload this in one take. I'm not gonna edit this video because I do not have Tableau community leaders. I was not planning to edit a video today, and if I don't get this out today, this will not happen. Let's get my password manager out and go to community. Tableau. Search. Okay. Where is this? Where is my login? No. It's not sorting it by most used anymore. That's so sad. Most relevant? Here we go. That must be it. Here we go. Found it. Copy. And then good old Salesforce two-factor will come in to challenge me like it should, and I will have a number which I've got 4 seconds to enter. Go. Verify. Yeah, we got the tick. My version of Tableau will go get licensed. Okay, we're licensed. We're legit. Yay. Okay, continue. There we go. Tableau. Superstore. I'll just open the sample workbook. Okay, this is one that's built for me. Okay. And what we'll do is, we'll just build it out, won't we? Let's not muck around. So Superstore, what we want is subcategory. Where is subcategory? Product subcategory. We want it by year of order date. Interesting. I don't know which year it used, so that's actually quite an important detail. And then sales. Sales is there. Boom. Okay. And then let's do this. We like this, but go on. Let's use show me. Let's get these as lines, and then we can see what it thinks. This is maybe a quick way of doing this. So it says subcategory fasteners. So where's fasteners? Fasteners is the lowest performing one. There it is, right at the bottom. And then let's actually interrogate these numbers, okay? Let's interrogate these numbers. So it's saying in 2022 had 801. In 2023, 567, correct. In 2024, 1,001. Okay, it's rounding up. 1,193, 6,161, 6,162. Okay, all correct. Okay, all correct. It's even gone and got profit. We can test that as well. But this narrative that AI gets things wrong, like, I'm sorry, but that's just not what's happened here. It's just not true. But anyway, it's also doing the analysis, year-on-year growth, 29%. So, okay, let's see if that calculation is correct. Let's keep only fasteners, okay? And what we can do is we can do table calculation, percentage difference, and we can see here that it's 29.2% correct, 76.6% correct, 515% correct, all correct. Okay, and it did it much faster. Didn't have to open Tableau for this. Okay, so that analysis is pretty good. And I asked a very specific question. Tell me the lowest selling subcategory. Very easy to check. You can validate this yourself. You can try it out. You'll have to set up everything that I've set up to validate this. So here you go. And then here's the thing, the key insight. While fasteners is the worst seller overall, it's showing strong growth momentum, particularly in 2025, where sales jumped by over 500% Interestingly, the 2025 quantity, 217 units, is similar to previous years, suggesting the sales increase came from higher price fastener products rather than volume growth. Like, that is top tier analysis. This is like, you might say, oh, that's pretty obvious. I could have figured that out. But the point is that not many people are good at asking questions in this critical way, and this makes that so. It piques your interest. So you're like, huh, what is that? So would you like me to dig deeper into what's driving the 2025 spike? Say, yes. Remember, I should use my fancy tool. Yes. Dig in deeper and tell me more about what's driving the sales. Break it down so that I can understand which customers were ordering this product. Much longer prompt, and I'll just hit enter. I'll let it figure it out. Okay. So I've taken that question, I've asked an extra level beyond what it's asked. So I wouldn't just break it down. Actually, I want to know which customers are ordering that product so it can understand a bit about that product. But I haven't given it a customer type. I haven't given it anything. It's just analyzing it. And by the way, when AI is doing this, these like little steps, these are actually just running Python in the background to do the analysis. They're not trying to do sort of AI maths. It's actually literally creating the computation in the background, and the computation is accurate, if that makes sense. The summary is what is being done by AI in this particular sense. So AI is sort of doing this thing of weaving these complex things together to form this experience. So the mystery is solved. One anomalous order. The 2025 fastener spike is driven by a single unusual order from Greg Guthrie. Greg Guthrie, October the 5th, Staples 4, unit price 1,299 total is that. This one order accounts for 80%, 84% of all fasteners sales. And it's being very factual, giving me all the numbers. Normal Staples pricing is this. Most of the orders are that. Greg is way over. This is almost certainly a data entry error or possibly a different premium product miscategorized as basic Staples. So it's saying this is so out of the ordinary that we shouldn't be excited by this. So the fact that, first of all, it started by doing this, it dug into it, and it was like, actually, no, this doesn't look normal. The customer profile for Greg is the segment, the region. This is all the extra detail. I didn't even ask for the customer region, but it's gone ahead and got it anyway. The real picture without the anomaly. If we exclude Greg's outlier, 2025 sales would be 962, actually below 2024's 1002. The subcategory isn't growing. It just had one bad data point. Would you like me to flag this as a potential data quality issue or explore aspects of the data set? I'm sat here being like, oh my God. Like, this is good. Like, this is very good. And if you don't agree with me, you know what? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments and tell me this is not good, okay? Let's dig into this. I'm not going to assume this is right. I know people will want to check. So let's go ahead and dig into this. So the way I'd do this in Tableau is I'd click on this data point and then we'd see a bit of information. Now, what I do need to do is go into the individual line items. And if we sort this from largest to smallest, we should see, here you go, the 5,199. So you can see that this is actually this order, Greg Guthrie, 5,199. So what I can do is I can show fields. I can go and get the customer name. So I'm doing this just inside of the data window. So customer name, and I can go ahead and get the date, order date as well. As soon as I do that, I see Greg is there, and there is his order there, right there. Perfect, okay? So this is, like, again, correct. So let's go ahead and remove Greg Guthrie from this data set. And we can do that by just filtering him out. So let's go ahead. I've validated that Greg is indeed there. Sorry about the size of Tableau. I've got like a really large monitor in this case. If I go ahead and get the customer, where's the customer? Where is it gone? Where is it gone? Why can't I see it? Customer name. Oh my God, I'm so blind. Greg Guthrie. Yeah, Greg Guthrie. There he is. We'll just exclude, hit apply. Boom. There we go. In fact, if you take it away, yeah, let's see what it said. Let's see what it says. If we exclude Greg Guthrie's order, the sales would be 962, actually below 2024 1002. Subcategory isn't growing. So here, of course, we want to know if the number it got was correct. So it's saying it's down 5, whatever. What we can do is we can just add sales onto a detail here again, and then put sales on the tooltip, and then we can actually see that number here, 946. Ooh, so this is something interesting. So we've taken Greg's outlier. We've taken all of Greg's orders out. What I have to be sure of though is, does Greg have multiple like order IDs? Have I taken out too much? It might have actually done a much more accurate analysis and taken the order out, but not Greg's other orders, which could have been correct. So let's go ahead and take this out. Let's go ahead and do this. So Greg Goo3, hit apply. And then I can go ahead and put the order ID. Oh, Greg does actually have multiple orders. If we go and put the sales in there, we go and put the subcategory in there. This is almost definitely the issue. So let's go ahead and put the subcategory in there. We just want the fasteners. Okay, hit apply and hit OK. And now we can see this is actually the order that I want to take. So I'm going to take that, copy it, go back to my previous analysis, remove the customer name, and instead I'm just going to filter that one order that I just found that I know is erroneous. This one here, we're going to exclude that, hit apply, hit OK. Okay, and what did I do there? What did I do there? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I unticked exclude, so hit apply, sorry, hit OK, fine, that's a user error. Now it says 961.75. 962, which is again rounded up. Bang on, accurate, correct. I don't think I need to say anything else. If you're using AI for data and analytics and you're not getting the right results, lean into it. There is a way to get it to work. And by the way, I'm doing this on my laptop in a folder with Excel. Okay, I'm not going to even save Tableau. I'm going to close Tableau at this point. I've done a piece of analysis that would have taken me a lot longer. And by the way, I'm also doing a demo, instructional, everything. There is so much more that this tool can do. I have not used Claude Cowork before today. I literally just enabled it. And if you want to see what kind of impact that has had on my credits, as an example, if you go to my usage, you'll see that very marginal impact. And this is why I like it, because actually if you'd run this as part of, if you'd run this as part of like a normal tool, you would definitely have maybe used 5% or something like that. And so you wouldn't be really able to sit here and just keep going with this experience. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this, and we could go on and on and on. So here's a new challenge. What if we gave it access to a whole folder full of tons of data? Okay, what if we gave it bookstore, the bookshop demo data set, which has to have a data model built in? We have to get everything together, and we're going to ask the same questions we'd ask of that data set. For example, which authors haven't published a book? Yeah, the only way you could figure that out is to bring the data set together. Who had the lowest sales across all the data set? It would have to union the sales data, bring that in, merge it with the authors, and then merge it with the book and ask it to bring back the titles and the ISBN so that we know it's got the other information from other tables. That is a much bigger challenge. We'll try that in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.